Right, welcome to this review here on the channel. It's for some Shadespire sets here, Warhammer Underworlds, and Games Workshop very kindly have sent me a set of each of these along. It's the Chosen Axes here for the Dwarves, and then Spiteclaw's Swarm as well. So in this video I'm just going to unbox the product, take a closer look at the miniatures and the rules and so on that you get inside. But these do look fascinating. I have to say, I'm not into Shadespire myself, but the miniatures for them are utterly amazing. They're beautiful sets, and I was thinking about this Shadespire. It would appeal to people as, see, I like to paint larger armies and so on, but there are other painters out there, I know a few, they like to paint sort of one-offs and small groups of miniatures. They never really tend to field big armies, but they often like to paint small groups, models, one-offs, or small amounts like 4 or 5 miniatures. I think a game like this is perfect if you're that type of collector. You're not really into getting vast droves of infantry, but you like to get, choose some nice miniatures and then take your time, paint them up really nice, and then use them in a game. Then Shadespire, I think, is the way to go if you're that way inclined. I know a few gamers that are like that. They've struggled to get a whole army out onto the table, but this kind of game would appeal to them. And if you're looking for a break as well from Age of Sigmar and Warhammer, and to play something a bit smaller, to focus in on a few incredible miniatures, these look brilliant. If you want to focus in on that smaller scale, then this game does look very good. We'll take a look at these sets here in this video. So we'll start with the Dwarves, and again, the models are incredible. They really are nice. Very, very well sculpted. So I'm just going to take this little seal off here at the bottom very carefully. So the contents then, you get 4 fighters as seen here, 4 fighter cards, 29 chosen axes and 31 universal upgrade, ploy and objective cards. That's why there's a bit of weight to this. There's loads of cards inside this set. Let's open it up. Oh wow. This is very cool. These bases look great. What a set. Right, so we'll take a look at these first. I'm going to zoom in so we can take a look at the miniatures. It's 2 sprues. They're not recast, they're both different from each other. And we'll zoom in and you'll see the kind of sculpting here. So just zooming in here so you can see the bases are great. Now, yeah, no, all 4 are different. Beautiful. So massive head plumes and crests on these, which is what you want. It's a nice thing to show off here for the Dwarves, and it literally makes them twice the height as well with the plumes coming up. You can see how there's the head just there, and you add that bit and that bit on top, suddenly they're a lot taller just there. The axes are fantastic. Look, even here the axes you can see through. You can actually see through from one side to the next. See, just here, and you can see from one side to the other. Very, very cool. Easy to assemble as well. Here's one with an axe, looks a little bit like a key. He's holding keys as well, just in his hand. So easy to assemble. You could assemble them in 5 minutes and then play with them straight away, and then with a bit of effort you could paint them up very, very nicely indeed. They're incredible. I'm very, very impressed by these. Let's look at the other sprue. So there he is. Get an idea of what they look like painted up, I'm sure, in just a moment. But each one a unique pose. But incredible miniatures. Really, really good. So, very impressed by these. Yeah, so that's the miniatures. We'll take a look at what else you get inside this box then. So that's that. And then inside here, tray. Here's the miniatures. Oh, so they do show you how to put them together. I like all those poses. I think my favourite would be the guy with the 2 axes just there. It's very cool. There they are, it shows you how they look painted up. Just zoom in here. So there he is, the long 2-handed axe. And then that's your poses just there, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And it's giving you a recommendation for your colours as well. So, some cards here. This is just half of them. So I can see you split the deck just here. like so. I'll open up the others, so those go there, because these look similar. There are a lot of cards in these sets, loads of cards. And that goes there as well. So, I'll just run from the order that they've come along here. So, Assassinate, Dauntless, Honest Opponent, Making a Statement, No Remorse. Seems to be that cards have increasingly been included in Games Workshop products and games. So you're seeing it here in Shadespire, but it's crept into everything with the army decks that you get now for 40k, with all of your stratagems and psychic powers all in card decks like this as well. So now you're seeing miniatures side by side with nicely presented illustrated cards and card decks, and that randomization generated by these. So it seems to be a popular theme running through most of the Games Workshop products now at the moment. I think it's good. I think cards are great, nice way to organise things, and it's great going through your cards and picking out powers and so on, all the randomisation, shuffling a deck and then taking a card off the top. Do like that whole idea. It's good. That's those that you get there. Darkness Descends, Activated Runes. That's inside that deck. Brute Strength, Grimnar's Speed, War Song. So that's all those available there. And then here as well. Oh, here's your characters. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And you flip them over. There as well. And then Claim Retaken. These cards just here. So it all looks very impressive. It's very, very high quality. The miniatures are fantastic, and you get a nice lot of cards as well. So these are nice, these sets. Very impressed by them indeed. And so that's the Dwarf set just there. I do have another set here. It's the one for the Skaven Spiteclaw Swarm. I'll do the same here. We'll crack open that set, take a look at the cards and the miniatures you get inside with this set as well. Right, so Spiteclaw Swarm. I opened mine from underneath. I think you can open from on top here. There's a sticker just here. I'm just going to cut it this time. It's easier instead of ripping the paper. It opens like so. Now this one's 5 miniatures in this one, and again, it does look very, very cool. I'll just show you the details on the back here. That's what to expect inside. So again, some very, very cool models. They look absolutely brilliant. Beautiful. This base here in particular, this sewage outlet here with the iron railings, or the grill just there, looks fantastic. All of your cards. It's 5 fighters, 5 fighter cards, that's the profile for each of them, 29 Spiteclaw Swarm, and 31 Universal Upgrade, Ploy and Objective cards. Very cool indeed. Okay. So this is the set. These ones, they come in brown here. Love the basing on these. Very sort of a paved medieval sort of town kind of look. All the uneven slabs. Incredible. Now these are interesting because they're very, very fine detail here. That's exceptionally good quality. Very, very fine. There's a tiny little well, it's a tail of a rat here sticking out. It's very fragile. So these are miniatures that are well worth looking after and protecting as best as you can. Look at that base. Oh, a little rat swimming around. Just zoom in a bit more here. Yeah, it's just the little rats swimming in the water there. And then this one as well, look at that, a grill, and there's rats underneath that as well. I mean, what a theme they've got running with these. Incredible. There's the archway. This is the main character here. You can see the detail just there. Incredible. Now again, exceptionally good sculpting. I mean, you can't beat this. You can't fault it. It's Games Workshop at their best. So they have excelled themselves here. It's like a showcase of their sculpting ability, all in an affordable one box set, and this is your little gang that you can use in the game. And again, maybe you're looking to diversify, to play something different. You don't want to spend too much, then just get yourself a box of these and link up with a few friends, and I'm sure it's a good fun game to play. If you have played this game, then leave your comments and feedback. Is it enjoyable or not? Is it quick? Is it slow going? Is it exciting? Then if you have experience, I haven't experienced playing it, may well do in the future, but leave your own comments and feedback, give your overall impressions of the whole game itself, and then let others who are watching the review get an idea of how good this game is. But as far as visually, from what I can see, the miniatures are utterly fantastic, exceptionally good. So that's them, and expecting the same again really in the sets. 2 lots of cards, yep. So I'll give you an idea of what they look like, and then there's your assembly instructions there. No painting on this one, obviously they've used up more room because there's 5 models. That's what they look like constructed, and then for your painting reference, you've got that there on the back. And everyone's got the internet now, so you can just look up the images of the models and use that as your painting reference as well. So again, imagine it's a similar setup. Here, that's these running all the way through. Give you an idea: Skaven courage, frenzied stabbing, heightened caution, momentary boldness, musk of fear, nervous scrabbling, scratching in the shadows, sudden skittering. There are always more. So loads of different ones: momentary madness, sacrificial pawn, spoils of battle, blinding flash, rebound, rethink strategy. Fascinating. Captured key. So that's those. Big deck actually there. And then another deck. It says the characters, there should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 of them. So gives you the weapon types, movement, attacks I guess, some kind of protection as well, just the usual kind of rules you'd expect in a game. Feast, arm's length, so on, all the way through there. Master of War, no more tricks. Black Hunger, bodyguard for a price, expendable, festering blades, loads of options here. So that's the deck for them there as well. Now, what's also good about these, if I was collecting this, I would paint the miniatures up. Obviously you could throw that away when you're finished with it. I'd put my cards in there, and then there is room in this tray once you've constructed these and painted them up. I think there's loads of room in here with a bit of bubble wrap and so on. You could just put your miniatures back inside that, nicely protected, and then carry them in their original box. It'd be a nice way of organising them. It's quite a sturdy box, especially with the tray. Once that's inside, I think they'd be pretty well protected. And then just depends on the way the miniatures come out. Sometimes they're at an angle where it's hard to put them in, but I imagine you would be able to get those back inside here. A bit of bubble wrap is what I would usually use, and then that'll protect them nicely, and you can keep them in their original box. That'd be a great way to transport them, to store them, and to organise your models. So that's the 2 sets then. The Chosen Axe is for the Dwarves, and then Spiteclaw Swarm. Thanks to Games Workshop for sending them through. And then this is the review here, just an unboxing, taking a look at what to expect inside. But the artwork's great, the overall presentation is fantastic, the cards are a great idea, they're nicely packaged, and then the actual miniatures themselves are incredible. For both sets here, they're absolutely fantastic. So if you're looking to get into something different, Warhammer Underworlds Shadespire may well be a good idea for you, especially if you want to paint up just maybe a small group of models, but very nice models, and really, you pick out. I would, if I was playing this, I'd choose my favourite sort of visually is what I'd go for, and what I fancy painting. I like the look of those, and then get a hold of them. It doesn't mean that once you've bought into these, you've got to get box after box of the same set. It's just a one-off, and you can just showcase and enjoy painting the models up and then use them straight away in the game. And maybe you're the type that does enjoy at painting small groups and you struggle to get big armies done, then maybe Shadespire is a way for you to get something painted up quickly and then straight out playing a game for this rules set. But there it is, that's the review for these two boxes. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.